So in today's Pokemon Legends ZA and assorted news video, we have an update on the live action Pokemon series from Netflix. We also have a theory about the starters for Pokemon Legends ZA, as well as an update on the whole Netflix leaks half of the next anime season. Uh, we have an update on that story as well as more on today's video. What is up, YouTube? My name is Mario, aka the Loot Box Hero. Check out the second channel, because the second channel is popping, aka the real Super Mario here, bringing you another video. Okay, so we have an interesting video today. There hasn't been too much news, but some of the news that we have is pretty interesting news. You know, we're gonna start off with Central Pokemon Leaks. He says, interesting, to a post from Screen Time that talks about the Pokemon live action show over at Netflix. Now, Netflix announced probably a year and a half ago that they were doing a live action Netflix show. I heard rumors that they had actually gotten some of the artists and stuff that were involved with the Detective Pikachu movie involved, which honestly I think the Detective Pikachu movie is the closest thing I would think to a good live action Pokemon adaptation. I'm not expecting anything remotely that good looking from the show, because the movie's budget was probably over $100 million, and I don't think that Netflix is going to spend that much money on this show. But you never know, though. I mean, the One Piece adaptation was really a surprise. You know what I'm saying? That nobody expected it to be remotely as good as what it was. And so maybe we're gonna get a surprise there. But so the update says that the Pokemon live action show at Netflix is reportedly still in development, and the show will focus on the character Red. So basically, it seems like they're gonna be going closer to the games than to the show, the anime, because I mean, Red is kind of like Ash but different. So maybe we are gonna get something closer to the game, which it's a good thing and a bad thing, because again, Pokemon, as far as story goes, like, the story of a Pokemon game is never like the best story. It's never like a whole lot there to adapt. So they could be doing this so that they can have some creative leeway. And we all know what happens when Netflix or any other company takes creative liberties with a video game project or an anime project. It could go south very quickly, you know. Of course, if you want to continue getting videos like this or any of my other videos, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all that good stuff that YouTube requires you to do. Continue getting videos from me. Follow me at twitter.com/RSMario128. Like my video tweet, share my video tweet, and I will shout you out at this portion of the video. And we move on to the next story. We have Light. So Light, he has been posting some theories about what's going on with the starters for Pokemon Legends ZA. I think I talked about the last one that he posted in one of the other videos. I do so many of these videos now that the stories kind of blur together. But he posted this one, and it said, so this is my final take on the final types of the final types in Pokemon Legends ZA. Who wants a fire electric type Incineroar? Not me. I mean, Incineroar is already kind of a busted Pokemon. Making it fire electric is like, bruh, that's crazy. All right. Not to mention the thing that really kind of gets this starter trio for me is the water dragon type, right? So they've got like grass, steel. So Riddler Khu got a little update from Riddler Khu. That's a tiny one. Riddler Khu dropped a post, and Steelix the Buzzlord, which I'm be honest, that is That's a rapper name, cuz. All right, you need to copyright that. That is literally a rapper name, cuz. That, bruh, copyright that immediately. You gonna sell that to a SoundCloud rapper in about 3 months. But Steelix the Buzzlord said, "Hey Q, have you heard anything about the new ZA starter details?" And he says, "Cooking." And he says, "Roger that, excited for the food." So basically, what he's saying here is that I'm guessing he has some information on the starters, and he's working on something. All right, you know what I'm saying? So we could be getting some starter details soon from Riddler Khu, or at least something in general from Riddler Khu. Now, I will admit, this could be him saying that they are cooking and not him, you know, because one thing he's been saying for a while is that there's nothing really to report because none of the Chinese leakers have really leaked anything, and so there's nothing really for him to report because his sources don't have anything either because nothing has come out yet. So it is what it is, but it's a possibility we could be getting something about the starters coming up soon. Superior, which, okay, but I mean, 4x week to fire, like that seems kind of bad. And then you've got like Water Dragon for Alligator, which sounds cool on paper, but I don't think they would ever give like a regular starter, like, you know, a dragon type. They've never given a starter type evolution to dragon type. So unless these are the megas for the starter evolutions, I can't see them doing that. And then of course Incineroar is like fire electric. Which again is a crazy typing, because I mean, like, he can basically hit water Pokemon at that point. So I don't know. Well, he does make him 4x weak to ground though. So that is a thing, I guess. But yeah, tell me what you think about this starter combo. All right, so then we step out of the realm of Pokemon, and we go over to video gaming in general. So we have Hot Girl Videos 69 pops up with the Switch 2 update. So they say new console information for 2025. Existing console variant plus a sale. So I'm guessing a new variant on the Switch. Maybe like a price drop, because I mean, sale indicates that they're probably gonna try to sell it for cheaper. 2+ exclusive releases and mid-fall / early to late fall. Surprises for expanded digital service, retro surprise, streaming surprise, partner presentation, indie presentation, and then Pokemon. So basically saying that this is the new information we're going to get from Nintendo for 2025, which I think this is pretty interesting. I'm kind of curious as what the retro surprise is going to be. Like, what is the retro surprise? Like, I mean, like, re-releasing an old game or putting an old game on the digital service. Like, I'm kind of curious as to what that's gonna be, you know. Surprises for the expanded digital service. So that would be like expanding Nintendo Switch Online into something else, you know, adding something else to the expansion pack. But the streaming surprise is whatever the streaming service that Nintendo's been working on. So I've been talking about it back when I used to do Switch 2 updates and Switch 2 videos. They have been working on a streaming option, like a cloud gaming type of streaming type of deal. And originally they were going to buy Stadia, all right, as a white label product, because Google was just going to start licensing Stadia out to people. And then another possibility was they were going to go and try to get a Korean cloud company to work on it. So they've been definitely doing, there's been stuff happening in that space. We're just not 100% sure what it is. Partner presentation is expected. I wouldn't be surprised if that's not like something that we get in like maybe September. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised. Partner presentation, indie presentation, yeah, they do those. And of course, Pokemon, basically meaning some sort of Pokemon Presents. I'm going to call cap on that. I don't think we're going to get a Pokemon Presents this month. Maybe next month, but I don't think we're going to get one this month. All right, because the only chance we would have had to get one would have been the first week in August, and we're already beyond that point. So I'm going to call cap on that. We're not getting one of those. That's done. So, in some good news, we have Stealth popping up with looks like Hi-Fi Rush and Tango Gameworks are saved. So, and earlier this year, Microsoft decided to close several of the studios that they purchased. One of them being Tango Gameworks, the people that made Hi-Fi Rush, which actually was a pretty successful game. I didn't play the game, but from what I hear, a lot of people liked it. A lot of people say it's a game. It's a very good game. And this came out the same time as Forspoken, which was a big mess. So, it kind of amplified this game a bit. So he says, Krafton, a South Korean publisher, announced that it would be taking over Tango Gameworks, welcoming all the employees back. They plan on reviving and expanding Hi-Fi Rush IP, which they own. So that's pretty cool. We don't get stories like this very often. I mean, the last time that there was a company or a publisher doing this was Embracer Group, when they were just buying up these like dying studios and these IPs and stuff that people didn't want. And then, of course, they lost a bunch of money, and now they are the harbingers of the end when it comes to studios. So over to the anime news, we have anime news and facts, basically giving us an update on One Piece. Now, you know how we feel about One Piece here. All right, if you come over here with them One Piece colors, you know what I'm saying, you might get stomped out because all my niggas hate One Piece, okay? All right, we are One Piece haters over here. So, Oda's advice to the remake anime staff at Wit Studio: rather than faithfully reproducing the manga of One Piece, the anime staff should digest it and remake it in their own style, which is kind of interesting. I mean, because that's really what adaptations and remakes are really kind of supposed to be. So it's pretty interesting that he would say that, you know what I'm saying? Now, I've done videos on why I'm not a big fan of the One Piece remake. I know that there is like screenshots and stuff, and there was a whole like 20-minute presentation, which is going to get its own video. I've got 2 One Piece videos that I'm working on, so the hatred continues. All right, but I do think this is a pretty good idea, as to let Wit Studio kind of do what they want to do a little bit with the remake. The whole point of the remake is basically to condense down the 1,000 episodes of One Piece into something that's a little bit more digestible. So I think that's pretty interesting. As long as they don't veer too far from the story, I don't think it'll be too bad. So, speaking of trash, not Arcane, but League of Legends. Arcane got leaked. So the first 5 episodes of the new season of Arcane, or Arcane Season 2, was leaked during the whole Netflix anime leak debacle. Alright, so it's kind of crazy now. So far, the entire Terminator show that was supposed to drop in October got leaked. At least half of the season of Don Don got leaked. The entire, there's an anime movie that got leaked. Half of, or at least the first 5 or 6 episodes of the Ranma 1/2 anime got leaked. Half of Arcane got leaked. A part of ReZero got leaked. It's insane. This is literally the largest leak in anime history. There's never been a leak like this. I've been watching anime for 20 plus years. I've never seen something like this. I've seen maybe 1 episode, or the OP, or clips, or art, or something from an anime leak. I've even seen the plot of some animes leak, right? I've never seen whole seasons just out there in the ether. It's crazy. It's crazy. So crazy that we actually have an article on it. So it says Netflix Crunchyroll impacted by data leak with full episodes of anime titles. Heartstopper Season 3 released. Now, I think Heartstopper is actually like a Netflix live action show, so it has nothing to do with anime. So that clearly puts this on Netflix, because last time I talked about this, I was trying to figure out so was this a Crunchyroll issue, Was this an issue with like localizers? Because one of the theories I had was that maybe this was disgruntled localizers that was leaking this because of the whole AI localizer debacle. Because if you don't know, in the world of localization is being impacted by the culture war. So you've got like these woke Twitter leftist localizers that are injecting politics into the localizations. And on the other side, you've got like these hardcore culture warriors that want to get rid of localizations completely and throw out the baby with the bathwater and have them all replaced with AI, even the regular people that are just doing their jobs. And so nobody is really being balanced on the conversation. You just got the evil leftists versus the crazed culture warriors. And I did a whole video on localizations if you want more on the subject. But the article says Netflix and Crunchyroll titles leaked on social media Thursday, with full episodes of shows released on TikTok and X, including the anticipated Heartstopper Season 3 and anime fare like Arcane and Season 3 of ReZero. It's kind of crazy that they don't say anything about Dandadan, when Dandadan is probably the one that's the most worst affected, because Dandadan is a new show. Alright, so if half of it is already leaked, that means that the ratings for the first half of the season are already going to be messed up, because people who would have watched the show week to week have already watched the first 6 episodes on freaking Twitter. You know what I'm saying? The leak was first reported internationally as fans spotted clips of the unfinished footage on social media. As first reported by sites like IGN and What's on Netflix, X users lamented at the leaks, begging streamers to release the shows early to counter the avalanche of spoilers. Then, of course, the press release from Netflix goes, "One of our post-production partners has been compromised, and the footage from several of our titles was unfortunately leaked online," a Netflix spokesperson said in the statement exclusively for The Wrap Thursday night. "Our team is aggressively taking actions to get it taken down." And I will admit, they have been doing that, because the place I saw the first 2 episodes of Dandadan, and I shared them because I thought, oh well, this is a rare occurrence. I didn't know more was coming, and so they got taken down. So thankfully they're gone now. I feel bad for sharing them in the first place, but I kind of got caught up in the, oh snap, this never happens type of thing. But we proceed. We are aware of a content leak ahead of one of our fall series. Not one of them, a whole lot of them, okay? We've opened an investigation to identify the source of this leak, and our team is taking action to have it taken down. So that was from Crunchyroll. So I feel like this is more centered to Netflix, since mainly because of Heartstopper, the Terminator, and Arcane. They're specifically Netflix shows. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was Netflix or somebody that Netflix was working with specifically that this is an issue with. So yeah, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. I didn't see nearly enough people talking about this, and I'm like, bro, why is nobody talking about this anime leak, man? Man, hopefully this doesn't happen in the future. Hopefully they can nip this in the bud, because I mean, anime in Japan are kind of old school when it comes to how people gauge how successful they are, because anime they're gauged on their success by their ratings on television and by like the DVD Blu-ray sales. All right, and so if they get bootlegged, 2-3 months before they even drop, that definitely affects the performance, which could affect if the anime gets a season 2 or if it's successful at all. So it is what it is, man. So Overwatch Cavalry says, unlock Overwatch 2 rewards with Gamepass. Players will receive an instant one-time grant of 30 mythic prisms and 6 bonus skins. Stay subscribed for access to select shop cosmetics from prior seasons, plus stackable XP bonus unlocked from September 7th 15th through October 21st. So basically, something that has been happening for a while now. Ever since Blizzard, Activision Blizzard got bought by Microsoft, there have been these extra promos and extra deals and stuff coming because of Game Pass. So that's basically what it is. So the 6 skins, looks like the Reinhardt cardboard box skin, some kind of Kitiko. No, it's a Diva skin. Oh, looks like a Chinese New Year Diva skin. I think this is the Cupid Hanzo skin. And then they've got a couple of other skins here. There's an Ana skin. There's a B Mercy. So it's okay, not bad. But the Mythic Prisms though, the Mythic Prisms gonna come in handy though. All right, and the last bit of Overwatch news we have is some early balance information. So it says early balance preview for Overwatch 2 Season 12. Blizzard are targeting high mobility heroes as they've become go-to picks. They hope to address this by reducing health of multiple damage and support heroes. So basically, this is something that I said they should have did a while ago. Because one of the big problems we had for a while now is Pharah, and Pharah got her health buffed back in Season 9 when everybody else got buffs. But the thing is, Pharah is so hard to hit, she doesn't need to have that much HP. Alright, because it's already hard enough to hit her in the first place. So they should make her a glass cannon like Widowmaker was. You know what I'm saying? Because Widowmaker had like 170 HP at one point, 175 HP. So they should make Pharah similar to that. Just make her a flat like 200 HP hero. Alright, so this way you don't have to hit her so many times to kill her. You know, it's already, hard enough to hit her as it is. So it looks like they're gonna do that with some more heroes. So, maybe Sojourn, Lucio. I'm thinking Lucio is one because Lucio is probably one of the hardest to hit heroes because Lucio has so much mobility. And especially with Juno coming out soon, alright, the speed is gonna be like crazy, alright? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can see why they're doing that. But the thing has Sojourn, Ana, Baptiste, and Diva on it. I'm not quite sure why Diva's there. But and Ana definitely doesn't have any movement abilities, so I hope they're not messing with Ana. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting. So speaking of leaks, we move on to the 4chan text dump. So we cover these now because this is the main amount of information we have about Pokemon ZA since Nintendo and Pokemon Company ain't dropping nothing. So of course take this with a grain of salt. It could very well be fake. Or it could be real, so you never know. This is why I cover them. So, alright, so it says story. So, is actually in the future, set 60 years after X and Y, focuses on rebuilding areas of Luminos after the ultimate weapon was rebuilt by a new evil group called Team Light and fired upon Luminos. A man that looks like Briar is the leader. This is the first time they really touched death so heavily in Luminos City, in Lavender, since Lavender Town or Mount Pyre. So that's actually kind of an interesting story. So somebody able to rebuild the ultimate weapon, but why would they use it to attack Kalos? Like, why would they use it to attack Luminos City? Like, what happened that they wanted to? Is this like more of what was going on with Team Flare? Like, are these like disciples of like Sander? Like, I kind of need more information on that. But it's an interesting thing though. Would Pokemon do this with a kids game? I don't know. Pokemon. So starters: Snivy, Scorbunny, Totodile, and each get regional forms. Not sure about the types, but Cinderace looks like a firefighting luchador, which, I'm gonna be honest, that sounds kind of lit. Alright, but it also sounds really easy. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody says that Cinderace should be a firefighting anyway, because I mean, just look at it. It screams firefighting. It's a fire type Pokemon that kicks. You know what I'm saying? Lapras evolves into Lapras that looks like a speedboat. Oh, Lapras. Okay. That looks like a speedboat and is used for racing on the canal. It can Mega Evolve and stays water ice. Go-Goat evolves into Go-Gruff and just gets slightly bigger and rocks along its body, and it's a grass rock. So he stole my idea, okay? Because in my Mega Evolution video, I basically was like, oh yeah, you know, Go-Goat, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna get a Mega Evolution. He's gonna be, I think I said he was gonna be grass rock, and that he was gonna, it was basically gonna be like a goat, you know, because mountain goats, they climb on rocks, they eat grass. He stole my idea, cuz. All right, I'm suing you. All right, I'm gonna get this daggone 4chan post DCMA. Okay. Psyduck has a stressed out looking regional form, seemingly stressed from the constant noise in the city. Which, I mean, isn't Psyduck already stressed out anyway? Like, is that a difference? Like, last I known of the convergent species that looks like Beldum, but like a pitcher plant seen outside florist stores. Beldum as a pitcher plant. So is it gonna be like grass? It's gonna be a grass type? Okay. So then new Megas. Alright, so the new Megas we're supposed to get. So new Megas are gonna be Venusaur X, Blastoise X, Chimecho, well not Chimecho X. Chimecho, Rhyperior, Raichu, and the Kalos starters are some of the ones that get new Megas. Not sure how many of them there are in total. So this is actually pretty cool. Alright, so this is actually not a bad list because Chimecho is like that one random Pokemon that usually gets something that everybody's like, why does that thing get something? Because remember, during the original slate of Megas, Audino got a Mega, and everybody's like, why is Audino getting a Mega? Of all the Pokemon in existence that could probably use Megas, why Audino? You know what I'm saying? So Chimecho would fill that spot of just a random Pokemon. Rhyperior and Raichu would also fill the slots of, hey, let's give more stuff to Gen 1 type, Gen 1 Pokemon. Specifically Rhyperior, since Rhyperior, the Rhydon line hasn't gotten anything since back in the day. They haven't gotten anything since the Gen 1 days. Alright, you know what I'm saying? Well, not Gen 1 days, since the Gen 4 days. Alright, since they got that that new cross-generation evolution, they haven't gotten anything. No Megas, no Gigantamax, you know what I'm saying? No special Z move, nothing. So, you know, of course Raichu has gotten everything because Raichu is related to Pikachu. So they get everything by default. But Rhyperior is a good choice. Of course, giving the other starters like Venusaur and Blastoise new Megas is understandable, but they would never not give Charizard one too. You know full well they're gonna give Charizard one of these, okay? Rideable Pokemon. So like Legends Arceus, there are mounts for each terrain. Go-Gruff is used for land travel. Ariados is used for scaling walls. Lapras is used for swimming. That's all I know. I think this is actually a really good idea. I've seen this in another 4chan post. I think that's actually a really good idea of having it so that you have like Pokemon that help you scale the urban jungle of Lumino City, because it wouldn't make sense to have Pokemon that can climb, you know, mountains or whatever, because there is no mountains, you're in the city. But having a spider that can scale a wall, kind of like what we saw in the trailer, would actually be perfect. You know what I'm saying? That actually would kind of be perfect. It worked, you know. Of course, there's going to be canals in the city, so, you know what I'm saying? Having a Pokemon that could, you know, swim across the canals or swim down the canals actually works. So, gameplay. So, abilities and held items return, and all the old mechanics from Legends Arceus are returning. After the ultimate weapon was fired, Lumino City began to overflow with Terra energy, and Pokemon started rampaging like the nobles in Legends Arceus, which I think is pretty cool. I really see. Again, this is getting a little bit fan fiction-y for me, because I would totally love to have the alpha Pokemon in this game. Because I think alpha Pokemon were one of the best things from Legends Arceus. There was a sense of danger in a Pokemon game. You know what I'm saying? And I actually talked about that in my things I want for Pokemon Legends ZA video, which you can also check out. I think I've promoted like 3 or 4 videos in this video. I think I'm doing pretty good on this YouTube thing today. Terra raids are also returning and receive a massive overhaul, being less buggy, more responsive. As for online play, you can trade and battle, and something similar to the lost bags from Legends Arceus. Okay, so now you've kind of like gone beyond the pale. I don't think they're gonna have a great deal of online options for this game, and I don't think they should do a great deal of online options for the game. I don't think there's a real point in doing. I guess if to give the game some longevity, maybe they can do online battles, but or definitely online trading. That's probably the extent of I can see the online is trading. I don't really see them doing like raids in this game. All right, like Terra raids. I don't really see them doing raids of any kind in this game. I think that's a bit, you know, of a lost cause, you know, because like Legends Arceus came out after Sword and Shield, and they didn't have any raids. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna call cap on that one. So far, this 4chan leak sounds too good to be true. All right, and it's unfortunate because I actually like it. I like the ideas here, and the one thing about 4chan leaks, if you like it too much, more than likely it's not real. It's too good to be true. So tell me what you think down in the comments. What do you think about this? Do you think this is real? Do you think it's fake? Tell me what you think about the big anime Netflix situation. Tell me in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, have yourself a good one and keep it real.